Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be giving my tribute speech. So everyone in here has someone that has impacted their life in one way or another. For me, my children have impacted my life. For most of you, it could be a close relative or a best friend. But my kids have impacted my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. Considering everything that I've been through in my past, the thought of them being without is not an option for me. They've given me the strength that I've never known that I could ever have. They're my life. My kids are my life. They've taught me unconditional love. They taught me the meaning of strength and perseverance. They saved my life, both literally and figuratively. And it's my responsibility to show them that you need to complete what you finish. It's the least I can do as their mom. Let me tell you about my first encounter with unconditional love. Jalen, it's my oldest daughter. So, as a teenager, I was told that I couldn't have children due to reproductive issues. So she was definitely a surprise. She was born a healthy baby, 7 pounds, 2 ounces, 19 inches long. She was just amazing when she was born. I was so excited for the road ahead, considering the road behind. And having a baby never crossed my mind, nor did it cross her dad's mind. I worked really, really hard, considering it was my first child. I worked hard to uphold the standards of my mom. She was a great example. I made sure that she had everything that she needed, as well as pretty much everything that she wanted. I made a lot of sacrifices. I was home for about the first 2 years of her life, which is lucky because not a lot of moms get that. So when it came time for me to get a job, I was like applying. I was, trying to decide what I wanted to do. I ended up taking a job that only paid $5 an hour. Now most people would say, $5 an hour, how do you survive off of that? But I had to do what I had to do to provide for my baby. Because as we all know, babies need diapers and food. I'm sorry. I know that my efforts didn't go unnoticed. Just by the look on her face whenever I picked her up from daycare, like I could see in her eyes that, she missed me and she does know that everything that I do is for her. She brought me so much joy. It was like, no matter what I lacked as a mom, whether it be a job, a degree, or a home, she didn't judge me, and she still doesn't to this day, because I made sure that she had what she needed, and I knew she loved me unconditionally. Second, I'm going to tell you about how perseverance can come from anyone, especially someone from a young age. Ava. She's the little one in this picture. After 5 years of having just one child, I found out that I was expecting again. My pregnancy was rough. I lost 40 pounds. I was sick all the time. Ava was just a troublemaker from the start. She had some delays with her milestones, and she's had a lot of hospitalizations. She was diagnosed with acid reflux at a really, really young age. She was admitted to the hospital with dehydration. So, it was a pretty long road with Ava. She could have let sickness get the best of her, but it didn't matter how sick she was. She always stayed with a smile. or she had like some type of attitude that made you smile. Now Ava's 2, and she was recently diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and speech delay. She gets frustrated a lot, but she never gives up, and she continues to persevere. And me as her mom, I'm there every step of the way to keep life as normal as possible for her. Third, I'm going to tell you how a baby as young as 4 months can have so much strength. Erin. After 2 years of being a full-time mom of 2 failed attempts at going back to school, another surprise, Erin. She's so strong. She was very eager to come into this world. Towards the end of my pregnancy, I ended up having to have a C-section in a whole different state than I've had my prenatal care. So that was definitely a surprise for me. Her heart rate dropped, and so they had to take me into an emergency C-section, so she definitely came into this world fighting. At 4 months, Erin went into the hospital and was admitted for a month with 2 respiratory viruses. She spent a week and a half in the ICU and 2.5 weeks on a general medical floor because she stopped eating, so they had to put a feeding tube in. But thank God that part is over. Now she's 10 months. She still suffers from respiratory viruses every now and then, but with medication it helps. It's very difficult, but with the help of my family, we grow stronger and fight with her. Although she is very young, you can see that she still has so much fight in her. Although I have 3 very different children, they all have one thing in common. They've all taught me something that I never knew that I could learn from my kids. They've taught me unconditional love. They've taught me perseverance. And they've also taught me strength. Showing them how to complete what they start, no matter how long it takes, receiving my degree will show them how I kept striving until I reached one of my goals. One of many things I will show them, but none compared to what they've shown me. Thank you.